Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano.
Good morning.
It's Friday the 13th.
It is.
Yeah. It's
real spooky.
And there's a lot going on in New York City. I got a bunch of calls yesterday from people who were like, listen, get out of the city. If you don't have to be in Manhattan, don't.
Right.
You know, according to the NYPD, there are no credible threats, but security has been heightened. It is supposed to be a day of protest today. Some schools are even closed today, by the way.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. I saw that some of the schools, just for safety purposes, are closed. Schools across the city are getting extra patrols and resources as law enforcement is mobilizing. And this is all because one of the guys who led Hamas until 2017, the terrorist group responsible for the attacks in Israel, called for mass protests around the world in a recorded statement that was sent to Reuters. He said, we must head to the squares and streets of the Arab and Islamic world on Friday. So the NYPD counterterrorism unit has the city covered. They're monitoring online chatter about upcoming protests. And so they're concerned about potential violent actions
Right,
today.
so they think it might go even further than just protests, right?
I mean, I think you just have to be
prepared for everything.
On guard today. So
I'm ready, man.
Yeah, if you don't have to travel, you don't have to go to certain places, don't. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I'm just letting them know I'm ready. So,
because when you've experienced certain things,
yeah, like
9/11 was a crazy time here. It was horrific. And so it makes you just be like, all right, I remember one time they bombed the subway. There was all of that. So you just don't know what's going to happen. All right. Well, today, Billy Porter is going to be joining us. You know him from Pose. He has Emmy, a Grammy. He has Emmys, Grammys, Tonys. He's still waiting to get his Oscar, but I feel like it's going to happen. So he'll be joining us today. And of course, we are going to shine a light. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is in the building.
Yep.
Mano! Always shining a light on you, Mano. You shining today.
Come on, baby. I gotta shine, because if they come into attack, I got to be shined up.
Oh my gosh, it is a little nerve-wracking, and it's so sad when you watch everything on the news and you see what's happening.
Yeah, I've been following it.
Yeah, but I want to shine a light today on Neffy Walker. Neffy is actually, y'all know, I've had a lot of drama with this house, this brownstone I purchased in Brooklyn, but she's been really helpful as far as like getting me everything together with this lighting plan, trying to make sure that I am. The thing about a house is you could end up having a money pit if you're doing things and then it's not done the right way, and now you got to go back and redo it.
Right.
And, you know, people are not giving you the right cost because contractors will charge you more for things, subcontractors. So she's been really great because this is what she does. She's an interior designer at making sure that I am not overpaying for things, shopping around, getting me the best deals. Definitely well worth it to hire somebody that can make sure that you're not going to have to keep on going back in and redoing things and messing up. Because I've had some bad experiences.
Contractors, they double up.
It's important to shop around and make sure that if you know anybody that has better knowledge of things than you do, bring them in. And it's worth it paying somebody because it can save you so much more money in the long run.
That's a fact.
You know, for anybody who's interested in the real estate business. And now it's time for you guys to shine a light. Samantha, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Who would you like to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on Adina Tatum in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay.
I just want to give a big shout out to Adina for her incredible resilience and dedication in the midst of gentrification here in the Midwest. She has spearheaded an open air market, fostering a haven for local businesses and making affordable spaces for our community to thrive. And her unwavering commitment is such an inspiration to us all.
Okay, that's dope. Affordable housing is important. As we can see with gentrification, you should see how bad it is here too. So that's dope. I love that.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my husband of almost 20 years.
Okay.
We've been together for 21 years, and he is my best friend, my supporter. He supported me. I've been in school now. I'm finishing up my PhD, and he's been there every step of the way with our kids and everything.
That's good. He's doing what he's supposed to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's happening?
What's happening?
How you feeling?
New Mano.
I'm good. We from Harlem. We Harlem natives.
Okay, Harlem in the building.
All right, Manovaders.
Yes.
You such a hater.
Yes. But we live in Jersey now, but I just wanted to shout out him and
That's
myself
right.
and all the hard work we put into this life. I'm about to be a PhD psychologist.
Oh, congrats.
Mano could definitely use your help.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm more into organizational psychology, so I can help with the workplace.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
I rather, psychological safety
That's
and
right.
well-being.
That's right. We need you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, that was Shine a Light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. Just in case you couldn't get through, you could still leave a message. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. Let's talk about Jada Pinkett Smith. Man, her book is coming out October 17th, and she is still dropping all kinds of stories we did not know about. We'll tell you what she had to say about Tupac and proposals. All right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Yeetie next.
There's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jermaine is here, a.k.a. Mano.
That's right. The new version.
All right, and let's get into some Yeetie. Jada Pinkett Smith, she is really doing the rounds for her new book that's coming out October 17th. It's called Worthy. She was on Rolling Out. And now the new thing is her talking about Tupac and about him being her soulmate.
Of soulmate, definitely. I don't think, if there is such a thing as past lives, definitely think Pac and I have traveled a few together, in various forms. So,
has there ever been a time that you regretted the decision that you made not to take it to that level with him and to keep it in the friendship space?
It just wasn't possible. There was no chemistry between us. I talk about it in the book.
All right.
So is this book about Tupac?
No, it's her memoir. So that was part of it.
Right. So she's never said this before.
I think she has said that there was no chemistry. You remember,
Right.
They were always really good friends.
Right.
And so that's something that people knew. And Will Smith was intimidated, as he had said previously, by the fact that she had such a great relationship with Tupac.
So
know?
She's giving us the blueprint on how to market a book, though. Just come out with some stories.
Well, she also was on All the Smoke. And she said that Tupac actually proposed to her.
When he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that, he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. Because I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass left jail. He would have. And even before Pac went to jail, he was starting to shift.
Good or bad?
Good. And I think that for him, he just felt like, okay, if I can tether myself, it'll keep me on a trajectory.
See, another story you didn't know. Did you know she also used to sell drugs?
Who sold drugs?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
this is all new.
She's also on the cover of People magazine, and she is talking about how she herself got caught up in the mix of the drug epidemic in Baltimore.
Really?
And she also said during the interview that she decided to sell crack cocaine.
She's promoting this book. I like this. Okay, I like where this is going. This is giving me a blueprint. I know how to sell my memoir now. I got a lot of stories.
I know you do.
Woo, man.
So, yes, a lot of different things. That book comes out again on the 17th. I know a lot of you are now like, we got to read this book.
Yeah, right.
All right. Now, since we're talking about relation, and by the way, people were definitely feeling bad for Will Smith yesterday.
Right. To find out that they was broken up since 2016.
Right, but they're not getting divorced at all. And then now all these other stories are coming out. Some people are feeling like this is disrespectful to her marriage.
But I knew something. I knew Will had basically let the whole thing about Alcina. I knew that Will kind of stamped that though for some reason.
Well, yeah, August said it. He said that he met Will Smith. Will Smith was like, all right, shook his hand. Fine young man.
And they was all in the same house too, doing all this.
I don't think they live together. And so August, even earlier on, was saying they just have an agreement. They're not even in a traditional marriage relationship.
But you know what? I don't think nothing wrong with that, though. Once you get married, you're supposed to be married for the rest of your life, right? So if you're not attracted to your wife no more, she's not attracted to you, then y'all can be life partners and they can do whatever they want to do, but y'all still stay married.
What if you want to marry someone else?
I don't think that they want to marry somebody. I think that they got a family unit, and I think they have an understanding, and this is why they can sleep with each other.
I don't know what people be doing. But let's talk about Jeannie Mai, because, she's getting divorced from Jeezy, and she was on Sherry's show. And here's what she had to say about what's going on with her and her well-being.
I'm not going to lie. It takes every day to just really sit and just be quiet in your thoughts, take care of me. But one thing I know is you give God your pain, he will give you his power. Girl. So every day, I'm like, here you go. You got room for more? Here's some more.
Here you go.
I'm just taking it day by day,
Damn.
And
she sound really sad.
She had also posted, as we said yesterday, sometimes you need to take a break and disconnect to heal. And so Jeezy's been pretty quiet. He's very private. Mm-hmm. And so this is her job. She's, hosted The Real. And so her being open about what's going on in her life, maybe that's part of her healing process as well. But it looks like they're not going the route of Will and Jada.
Yeah, she don't have a tell-all neither.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I was all over the place yesterday handling business. I eventually had to be like, all right, this is enough.
Did you get honored?
I did not.
Were you on a panel?
Actually, I was on a panel yesterday. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. About Last Night is next.
Yeah. Last night. So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Good morning.
And we are talking about last night and what we did last night. And Mano, what'd you do yesterday?
I was in the city, moving around. It was my first day back out.
Mm-hmm.
Had a meeting. Shout out to my guy O Stats. Played some music for my group, Star Babies. And we're making things happen.
Okay.
Running around.
Star Babies, you were playing us some music too. It sounds really good.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, yesterday, we're getting ready for the New York City Wine and Food Festival. And so we actually had an event. And the event was at the Shopify pop-up where I have my coffee shop in Soho. And so me and Chef Jen actually hosted it. Chef Jen is the chef from my coffee shop. Mm-hmm. Coffee uplifts people because we have food there also. And one of the things that we talked about, it was a chef meet and greet. So some of the chefs who are going to be at the Wine and Food Festival were there. And we had a whole conversation. One of the questions from the audience was, what is your go-to dish, right, that you're known for? And then I started thinking about, what are the things that I can make? And we had a conversation here, like when it comes to my go-to dish, because I don't cook a lot. I was telling you during the pandemic, I was cooking all the time because I was home. But now I don't cook so much. So I used to say stir fry was my go-to dish because I love cooking in a wok. Mm-hmm. So I can just throw whatever vegetables I like and season it how I want. And then I was saying, of course, tacos. I think that's everybody's go-to dish. That's an easy thing to be able to make tacos. Right. And then I was asking you if you cook.
Yeah, and I'm not really I'm not really good at that.
But then we started talking about things that you could make in jail.
Absolutely.
Jail meals.
Absolutely.
And people, and I've heard people tell me that
gourmet.
Jail meals are gourmet meals.
Gourmet.
Yes. And so then you started talking about all because in my head, that means like you crush up some Cheez-Its and some ramen noodles.
It's not that simple. I'm talking about gourmet. I'm talking about rice with the calamari, with the octopus, with the beans. I'm talking about seasoned to another level. I'm talking about fried jackman. Hey, listen, Hustle Hard Gotti. If anybody knows Hustle Hard Gotti, load up. We doing a jail meal. It's been times when we did a jail meal on Thanksgiving.
Okay, and so tell me like what the typical
really good. I mean, we would have other stuff. We would do it at my house, like the yams and the turkey and all that. But then we would have like the rice with the jail, filled. Like we would cook it the same way we cook it in jail.
I need a recipe. Like I need you to actually cook something.
No, I want you to taste it. I really want you to taste it because I guarantee you you're gonna love it.
I'm a very picky eater.
It's like a paella. It's like a paella. It's like a Spanish rice paella with octopus in the rice, clams in the rice, calamari in the rice. See, we're not frying the calamari. Mm-hmm. We're putting it in the rice.
You're putting the calamari in the rice. Okay, I don't eat seafood. So.
Oh, see, man.
I know, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Then you also said you were making apple pies.
Yeah, not just me, but I wasn't the jail cook. I was always connected to somebody like, listen, I'm going to send you everything you need, and you run it back to me, right? So in the box, they would cook pies. Like, you get all, like two bags of bread, and take the ends off, boil it up, and make dough out of it. Take the fruit from your dessert or your apples and chop them up. Take some sugar and all that and make apple pies.
Okay, all right. So maybe we'll do something like this because I want to see what some, because you swear these meals are some of the best. You said there's one dish that you've never had anything better than. I'm
telling you.
What was the dish you said?
It was like what I'm telling you.
The
paella? Rice. It's like a paella. That's the only thing that I could really compare it to. But it's better. It's seasoned better. It tastes better. Listen, when you're in prison, you do what you got to do.
This should be part of the New York City Wine and Food Festival
I'm telling
as
you.
well.
We're going to do a jail meal maybe this weekend.
Okay.
But you don't do seafood, though.
Y'all don't have chicken?
Yeah, we could do something with chicken.
Okay, there we go. All right, well, that was about last night. I cannot wait to try this. And when we come back, tell us a secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. Now, you know what this part of the show is.
Absolutely.
And, man, we missed you on the last one because we had a secret, and we want to make sure that guy is okay.
Nah.
He called us. He's from Philly.
No, he probably deserved all the pain he got.
And he wanted to share a secret with us at the same time that he was sharing it with his significant other. Now, I don't know if that's how I would have gone about it.
I only done that.
But you can check it all out on our Instagram page. But 1-800-292-5150. Mano's here, and you know this is his favorite segment. Tell us a secret.
Let's go.
Way up.
Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
All right. It is Way Up with Angela Yee. It's a Friday, and y'all be having the best secrets on a Friday. Mano is here.
No, Mano! No judgment.
No judgments. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Because normally you don't. All right, so it's no judgment today. 800-292-5150 is a number. Anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You want to tell us a secret?
Yeah. I've never told anybody.
Okay.
But I had an affair with a married man.
Ooh, okay.
Nice. You got to live a little bit.
How did you end it?
Well, his wife passed away.
Oh.
This is someone I knew all my life.
Mm-hmm.
He'd lasted on and off for like 10 years.
Wow, 10 years. Just whenever you guys ran into each other, it was a hookup.
No, we planned it. That's what affairs are. You gotta plan it.
And so his wife never found out.
Well, no, but I wasn't his first rodeo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so this was his thing. He was a cheater.
Yeah, but I'm not. And I can't forgive myself.
All right. Well, listen, you learned from it. You wouldn't do it again, right?
Never.
Okay. All right. Well, lesson learned. Thank you for sharing.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
Hey.
Hey. You want to tell us a secret?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a secret. I had my roommate came through with a girl he just started seeing, and he wanted to introduce him to all of us in the house. And he came back to my bedroom, and I locked eyes with this girl and just kind of immediately knew I was going to hook up with this chick.
Did you hook up with her?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a lot, actually.
Is he your friend or just a roommate?
More of a roommate than a friend, I guess. The real secret bad part about it was when we was hooking up, at one point, she was like waiting on him to show up.
So do you steal all his girls?
No. This is the first time this ever happened. Like, honestly, I don't even, like, do like that. But she was just really bad. Like,
you should tell him.
That's still a little bit like bragging, though.
That's
you think he's ever done that to you?
I don't think he could, to be honest.
Ooh, talk your ish.
What'd he say?
I don't think he could.
Oh, okay. All right. So you definitely should tell him. Yeah, sometimes you gotta stand on what you're standing on, man.
You know what? I might have to do that.
Yeah, you should do that.
Listening to Mano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
You think he's gonna try to fight you?
He can't win that.
He don't want none of that.
He don't want none of that, right?
Problems. All right, you feel
he got this.
I see you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love you guys, man. I love y'all station, man.
All right. Thank you for sharing.
Jesus loves you, man. God bless.
Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. You want to tell me and Mano a secret?
I sure do.
Okay.
All right. So I slept with my coworker twice while her baby daddy was in prison.
He was in there making jail meals.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
All right.
that.
So is your coworker's guy out of prison yet?
Yeah, he's out of prison now.
So it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
Just a little singular.
He provided a service.
Right. You know, she had an itch. It needed to be scratched.
Do you like her? You miss her?
Yeah, I do. A little bit.
Would you tell her, leave him for me?
Well, she's 10 years older than me, so probably not.
Are they together now?
Yeah, they're together now. She's actually pregnant with their fourth baby now.
Ooh, their fourth baby. Sheesh.
One of those kids could be yours.
Yeah, what if that's...
Maybe. If he comes out a little lighter, we'll know.
Oh, wow.
Wait, are you white?
Yeah, well, I'm half Mexican, half white.
Okay. Wow, if that baby come out looking different than the other ones...
Wow. I mean, look.
If that baby come out and say, estoy aquí, we know what it is.
Yeah.
What type of Spanish was that, though? What was that?
It means I'm here.
No, but that was crazy, though.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we get back, we have Yeetie. We'll talk about the 50 most streamed rappers on Spotify. Y'all already know who's number one. All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Okay. It is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you was going to do that. All right. Now let's talk about some Yeetie. Spotify has shared their top 50 streaming rap artists. All right. Who do you think is number one?
Drake.
Of course, right? Who do you think is number two? Eminem.
I seen the list.
Yeah. Number 3 is Kanye. 4 is Juice WRLD. 5 is XXXTentacion. Number 6 is Travis Scott. 7 is Kendrick. 8 is Future. 9 is J. Cole. And the only woman in the top 10
It's Nicki.
is Nicki Minaj. That's correct.
So that's the top. That is the top 10. She's 9.
Yeah, she's 10.
She's 10.
Yeah, J.
Wayne,
Cole is
Wayne
number 9.
not in there?
Wayne is number 14 on the list. And then Wiz Khalifa. You know, and Cardi B is number 18 on the list. So the only 2 women in the top 20 is Nicki and Cardi. Can you imagine if one day, I'm just saying, if they ever did something together, what that would be like? That would probably be the
major. That's the
biggest song.
The Kim and Foxy of this era, right?
Ever. Who knows? And listen, you never know what could happen. All right. Speaking of Cardi, Offset gave her 3 Birkin bags for her birthday. He spent over $300,000 on that. One of them is a hot pink alligator skin mini purse that sells for around $90,000. So amazing gifts. He got her a tan alligator skin one also. And then he got her one that looks like the Hermes flagship store. And that sells for over $300,000. So yeah, nice.
Nice.
To be able to celebrate your birthday
Nice.
in style like that. Joey Badass has launched a mentorship program for black men in the United States and Puerto Rico. And the program is open to all black men ages 18 and older. You get career guidance, personal guidance, and applications to be selected as a mentee will start up on October 15th. So that is this Sunday.
I like that. Shout out to Joey Badass.
Yeah, she'll be a great mentor.
Brooklyn, that's right.
And Megan Thee Stallion is teasing a comeback, and she's returning to music. Here's what she had to say.
Because we really doing our big one. And I'm so excited to be doing something for the first time independent since it was just me and my mama. So excited because it's really just me this go round until we sign to a new label. But I don't want to sign to a new label right now because I just want to do it myself.
All right. Well, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. When I first met her, she was coming into town to sign her first deal with her mom. Yeah. And that's when I first met her and had her on lip service too. And so it was super early in her career. Her mom was in there. Her mom was chiming in on the episode and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here. Mano! Ric Flair was in the building. That's why he keeps going, woo!
You know, Rolex wearing, pinky ring, diamond ring wearing, limousine driving.
All right, now let's get into some under the radar stories. Let's start off with a woman, Jordan LaMattina from Titusville, Florida. She is clearing a tattoo artist name because she got a tattoo. It was supposed to say everything's fine. Instead, it said everything's fine. But it was her mistake. She actually wrote it out wrong, and he just did the tattoo that she wanted, and it was misspelled. And so the original clip was shared last month. It has over 9 million views, and she's actually laughing hysterically about it because the irony of wanting a tattoo that says everything's fine, but then it says everything is actually funny in itself.
Everything. Yeah,
right.
It's funny.
Because everything is not fine.
I've had tattoo artists mess up on me, though.
Like misspellings?
Wrong picture. I know, true story. Like, my mother passed. I wanted a picture of my mother. And this is when I realized that you can't go to every person for a portrait. Portraits are specific. So he did a portrait of my mother on my leg. And when he finished, I said, "Who is that?" He said, "That's your mother." I said, That ain't my mother. That's somebody else's mother. I didn't know. Maybe it's your aunt. I don't know who it is.
Oh man. So what'd you do?
I wasn't really. He really cried tears. Like he was really distraught about it because he felt like it meant so much to me. It was my mom's, and it did, right? But at the end of the day, I got so many tattoos. I understand the risk that we take. I said, bro, this is the risk that we take. Don't take it that way. You just got to fix it. We're gonna turn it into something else. So I had to go to another tattoo artist who specified in portraits, and get a portrait.
Well, that's good advice for anybody out there getting a tattoo.
Yeah, it happens though.
All right, and it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, so she's wanted to make sure that people aren't mad at the tattoo artist for ironically misspelling everything's fine to be everything's fine. All right, now let's talk about a drink that could improve your sex life, according to doctors. Mano, pay attention. If you drink coffee before sex, it intensifies your orgasm by 50%. One woman actually pours herself 3 shots of espresso and says that caffeine does the trick for her. Now, Dr. Raj explains in low doses, caffeine has a vasoconstrictor effect. It narrows blood vessels, but in higher doses, it has a vasodilator effect, which means that it widens your blood vessels and improves your blood flow. And then your blood can flow to your genitals, which affects your orgasms and arousal. So that would explain why. You might want to try some coffee, Mano, for the first time.
Still haven't tasted coffee. We got to get this thing handled.
Now I know you definitely want to do it. But that's why when people have a headache also, coffee can help with that, right?
Coffee helps with headaches?
Yes, it does. The caffeine in that. All right, T-Mobile. I saw that was trending, and T-Mobile has switched users to pricier plans and told them they're not raising the price. They said, we're just moving you to a newer plan.
Man, tell them don't play with me.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you say it. It's not a price hike. It's just a different plan that costs more.
Yeah, that's G.
So that's what customer service reps are being trained to tell users. There's actually leaked documents that says instead of saying the price is going up, they say we're not raising the price of any of our plans. We are moving you to a newer plan with more benefits at a different
cost. What if you don't want that plan?
That's the talking point. All right.
I don't want that plan. I want the same old plan that you had.
Yeah, I want to stick with the plan that I already was in. Plan. All right. So, I don't know how I guess it's all about how you say it when it comes to certain things in life. It's not what it is. It's how you say it. It's how you present it. And that is your Under the Radar. You know, it is a Friday, so we got a party. We got the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, Billy Porter is going to be joining us. Now, you know, with the whole actor strike going on, there's a lot of things he's not able to discuss. I think he has a new movie that's out. He's also from Pose. He's also won Emmys, Grammys, Tonys. The only thing he doesn't have right now is an Oscar, and I feel like that's on the way. But he does have new music out. He has a new single that's out today called Children, and then he has a new album coming next month. It's called Black Mona Lisa, and he's been on tour, and he's going to go on another tour. But the iconic Billy Porter is going to be joining us. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Way Up mix at the top of the hour.
Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Right
Keep
now.
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
All right. See, she wasn't used to him even calling her his wife.
This is crazy.
But her book Worthy is coming out on Tuesday, and I feel like all these interviews she's been doing definitely has the people talking. We've learned they've been separated since 2016. We learned that Tupac proposed to her while he was in Rikers,
and that they're lifelong.
I guess kind of like soulmates, but she said there's no attraction to each other. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure when you watch this full sit down, and Hoda Kotb said she read her entire book from cover to cover, I'm sure we're going to learn a whole lot more. All right, here's something else that we learned. Birdman is talking about a missed opportunity. He actually revealed that he tried to bring the Cash Money deal to Jay Prince before doing that $30 million deal with Universal.
Wow.
Here's what he had to say.
What's your relationship like with Jay Prince?
I respect old head, and I learned a lot from him. He taught me so much early on in the game. I tried to sign with the old man before I went to Universal.
All right, Clubhouse is still going strong. Birdman told this story on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Clubhouse.
Absolutely not.
Since the pandemic. So I remember iHeart did some big thing on Clubhouse. I was on there, but people are still using it.
People thought Clubhouse was going to be a thing. Then it just turned into a place where just dudes just go there and talk about other dudes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know what goes on. I know they had like whole breakout rooms about finance and cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that's not as popping as the gossip on other people.
All right. And it is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and Amazon is going to be live streaming a concert. Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, and De La Soul. That's a good one. And so that's going to be fun for people to be able to listen to as it's live streaming, kind of like you're there. I love all of those, Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, and De La Soul. Mm-hmm. Good times.
Just met De La Soul recently.
You did? Mm-hmm. Okay, Pasta's my guy.
Yeah, just met them.
Pasta Noose. Yeah, that's actually, I've known him since I was in college.
You know everybody.
You want to hear something random?
You know everybody.
I actually sang on a song on a De La Soul album.
Really? Where's the song at?
It was so bad. So the whole purpose of it was it was me and a couple of my friends, and they wanted us to like do this hook, but they didn't want a real singer. They wanted it to just sound, and they didn't know how bad it was going to be. But yeah, I think that's a pretty funny story. Though. Yeah, it did. You can't really, it's three of us singing on it, so you can't.
So what were you saying?
I do remember. I'm not going to do it now because it's a bit. But we'll talk about that at a later time. Buy my book, as Jada Pinkett Smith would say. And Drake has submitted Her Loss for the Grammys. So for a few years, he has not been submitting his projects for consideration, but now he is submitting that. That's his collaborative album with 21 Savage. He wants that considered for Album of the Year and Best Rap Album. He also submitted Rich Flex and Spin 'Bout You for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Melodic Rap Performance. All right. So if you recall, he wasn't doing that. And people don't know that you actually have to submit.
You gotta submit.
Yeah, in order for you to be considered to even be nominated for any of those awards. And Ice Spice has confirmed that she is in a relationship. She is dating somebody, but she wants fans to focus on her music, and she wants to keep her love life private and keep on doing that. All right. And a lot of people have been trying to holler at her. So no idea where we ended up. Okay. And that is your Yeetie. Now, when we come back, it's a Friday, so we got to talk about new music that is out today. Of course, Billy Porter is going to be joining us shortly as well. He has a new single out today called Children, but we'll tell you what else is available because we love the weekend just for that reason. New music is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here.
Yes.
And we have a true legend in the building. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Billy Porter is here.
Hi.
And
how are you both?
You know what we got to do?
What do we have to do?
We got to let these children know what time it is.
What time it is. Yes.
Children know what
time it is. Yes, I love it.
Listen, we are so excited. First of all, we got a little sneak preview of the album in advance.
Yep.
And when I tell you, we have been in here jamming because it is a fun album.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited about it. You know, I've been in this business for a really long time. My first album, mainstream R&B album, came out in 1997.
It was a way different look too. Let me
It was
tell
a
you.
way different
I was looking
look.
at some of those old videos.
Right, and the business was very homophobic, and you know, it just wasn't my time. And what I love about what has been able to happen in the 27 years since is that I've been able to actually find out who I am, choose myself, and then use that authenticity to move forward. And the world also has cracked open in a different way to receive me.
And there's, listen, a lot of wins, you know, but then there's some things that you're like, what century is this? And what, you know, time? Because I saw you in Florida just talking about the backwards movement of LGBTQIA plus rights. And I think that is a shame, like to see the history being erased, books being banned.
Trying to be. And if there's one thing that I can say about it, you know, I met John Lewis. I had the pleasure of and gift of meeting John Lewis before he passed. And the one thing that he always said, never give up hope.
Right.
Never give up and never give in. You know, and that resonates with me because what we have to remind the masses is that the change has already happened. The reason for the pushback is because the change has already happened, y'all. That's why the pushback is so severe. We ain't talking about that positive part of it yet, though. You know, but I've lived it. I'm sitting here in front of you. I was dismissed from the world in the 90s being black and queer. There was no space for me. The news cycles create a space where it's all for profit. So if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah, absolutely.
So nobody's talking about the positive stuff.
Yeah, you're right about that. Right now, Jasmine Brand is here, and we're talking to Billy Porter.
Was there a moment where you feel like you saw a shift in terms of acceptance in the community? Was there? I know there's not one thing.
Yeah,
but
the evolution has been so incremental. But for me, I came out in 1985. So there's been incremental wins since 1985. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, marriage equality. Oh, I can be the black queen that I am. And y'all, now it's my superpower. Like I said, I'm so grateful to have lived long enough. It's like you just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And one day, you're like, oh.
Listen, you could have never told me there would be a time when it was fashionable for men to wear a dress, no matter what they identify as.
Correct.
And now we see guys coming out and...
You're welcome, world.
Nail polish.
You're welcome, world.
There's just so many things that... And look, people still have an issue with it.
Yeah.
But there's people that, you know...
That's their issue.
Yeah.
Right? I took myself out of the masculinity game a couple decades ago. Clothes don't have gender. I don't understand why me having on something that's considered feminine triggers other people so much. What does it have to do with you? Like, I don't understand the conversation, actually.
Yeah, why does it bother you?
Why does it bother you?
Right.
Why does doing me bother you? Like, that's the whole conversation. Respect my humanity, just as I respect everybody's. I don't care who you are. I don't like a lot of types of people. I don't like a lot of types of people, but I'm not spending my time and my energy trying to take those people's rights away, right? We coexist.
And those outfits be amazing, by the way.
Well, and maybe, I was just thinking when he was saying, why does it bother you? Maybe because you look better in it than me.
Yeah, sometimes that bothers me. I'm like, I want that purple. You know,
yeah, like, I want this leg.
I want that.
This right leg right here. I can take this right leg.
Okay. Why are you in here looking like this and I'm looking like I just rolled out of bed?
You all look gorgeous.
When you were young, did you have support? Was there anybody you felt like you could confide in?
My art was my confidant. You know, I have a book out. I talk about it. Unprotected. It's a memoir. The title, it's all in the title. I was completely unprotected. My family loved me. It wasn't that.
Right.
But my queerness, you're born this way. And my queerness was very evident. And that was difficult. Growing up in the Pentecostal church.
Yes.
Growing up in the world as it was. Coming out at 15. And then there was the AIDS crisis right there. You know, there was a lot of trauma. And my comfort was my art. And I'm so grateful to have understood that so early. And I knew that my singing voice, my talent was my protector. It was my weapon. It was everything to me. My identity, it was everything. And it saved me.
Billy Porter's in the building. He's got a new album coming out next month, but he also has a new single out today called Children. You guys are going to love it. We got more with him when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here. And we have the iconic, almost an EGOT winner, Billy Porter here. I feel like things align for you also because there's a lot of chaos right now when it comes to acting and for writing too. But you have so many talents.
Yeah.
That I feel like you'll always have some type of avenue when this is a strike going on here. At least you know there's other things that you can, you know, focus on.
It's a gift. It really is a blessing. And it's really a gift. And I remember early, I'm going to throw a name out, Sandy Gallen, huge manager back in the day, Michael Jackson, Barbra Streisand, you know, that kind of manager.
That's huge.
And in the early 90s, when I was doing my first music, I met with him. He was thinking about producing me. And he said to me, you have to make a choice. You have to do one thing. You can't do all the things that you do. Nobody's going to understand you. You have to make, and I said, and he was, you know, in his 70s at the time. And I said, with all due respect, I understand what you're saying, and I have to respectfully school you. I'm a black gay man in America. I didn't use gay man. I used the F word.
Okay.
And I said it on purpose because the homophobia is violent, right? That F word is violent. That's what it felt like. And I said, unfortunately, if I only focus on one thing and that one thing doesn't work out, I am ASS out.
Yeah.
So I have to keep going through the doors that are open for me at any given time and kicking the other ones down simultaneously.
Right.
And so all these years later, this is like 30 plus years later, I'm so glad I trusted and believed in myself.
Thank God.
Because all the doors have cracked open at the same time and they're all you know, it's, I mean, you see how giddy I am. I just can't even believe it.
You're intense.
But we love it.
Yeah, we love it. It's great.
And you're one award away from an EGOT. Is that something that you really think about? Like, because you're going to make it happen.
Of course you
But does it matter to you?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
I can't not think about it because everybody else in the world.
We keep asking you about it.
Keep asking me about it. Here's the deal. I learned really early. I went to Carnegie Mellon University for acting.
Not an easy school to get into.
For drama, one of the greatest in the world. And they taught us, with as stressful as that place was, and problematic at that time that it was, the thing that they taught us was the difference in living your life as an artist or wanting to be some sort of superstar. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Some of the time the two intersect.
Yeah.
But like, I learned that the art is the point. You do the art because you're called to do it. Sometimes the byproduct of what we do is all this fabulous stuff.
Yeah.
All these awards and other. So it's a byproduct. And it's like, it doesn't matter and it matters. It's like the internet.
Right, I get it.
It's like social media. It's like, it doesn't mean anything and it means everything at the same time.
Well, we appreciate you so much for coming through. I'm excited because the album comes out November 17th.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And so I think that once it's out, people need to like, you know, because we've had the pleasure of hearing it.
We need to sing along.
In its entirety.
Yeah, and it's called Black Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
just
Black
so
Mona Lisa.
We
love you too, Billy Porter. Thank you so much for coming up here. I know there's a lot
Thanks for having
on.
me. Yeah.
But I do feel like with this album, people are going to really love it because we did.
Yes, we did.
It's a joint.
Thank you.
It's a vibe.
Well, thank you so much to Billy Porter for joining us. Make sure y'all stream Children. And the new album, Black Mona Lisa, is coming out next month. When we come back, we have Ask Yee. I'm here with the award-winning advice giver, Mano. And we'll be taking your Ask Yee questions. 800-292-5150 is Way Up.
Everybody access. Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm sitting with the award-winning advice giver, Mano. And it's time for you guys to ask whatever question you want, and we're here to help. 800-292-5150. Hello. Sean, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Mano and I are here, and we can't wait to hear your question.
Yes, I just have a relationship question. Me and my fiance, we've been together for 5 years.
Okay.
And when we first got together, I did do things in the past. I cheated on her a couple of times, and I regret it. And now she's saying, but she also cheated. But the thing is, she had sex with a whole other man. I was just conversing with females.
Okay, you guys had a very rocky start to your relationship.
She did worse than him.
Yeah, we moved in like 6 months into our relationship, and now she's telling me that she needs time to heal from the past.
All right, so go ahead. So you've forgiven her.
Yeah, I've forgiven her, but it seems like she's still holding on to the past from my mistakes.
That don't make sense if you never had sex with nobody and she did.
Let me ask you this. Have you been completely honest about everything that happened, or does she still have questions? Because sometimes when we feel like questions aren't answered or you're not being truthful, that also makes it hard to move on. I find that sometimes guys will only tell a little bit of what happened instead of all of it, and we know there's more.
No, I've told her everything.
Okay, I'm just asking.
And everything. And the thing is, I feel like there's other things in her life that's stressing her out. And I feel like she take the things out on me because she can control the relationship.
She jumped in the bed with another man.
Man, she take care of, she take care of her mom and everything. And I know her stress level is way high.
All right. So she's got a lot of things. So maybe part of it is with all of that stress, you sometimes lash out at the people closest to you.
Right. We stay together. We have a daughter together and everything. She's 4 years old. And I was trying to see, she wants space. And like I said, we live together. And it's like I told her, if you're not over the past now, you will never get over the past.
I don't know that that's true. Sometimes it takes people a little...
5 years?
Well, no, they've been together 5 years.
What I'm
but that's when he did what he did. It was 4 to 5 years ago.
I feel you, but like you said, there's a lot of other things going on in her life, and so you can't dictate how long it takes somebody to get over something, but you can dictate how long you'll deal with it and stick through it.
But she did worse.
It's not a battle.
Yeah, it is a battle. She jumped in the bed with another man. He ain't even do that.
Have you? So you don't bring up what she's done, or is it like when you get in arguments, is it a tit for tat?
The only time I bring up the things that she's done is when she's ready to walk away from the relationship, and she bring up the things that I've done in the past.
Have y'all ever gone to like couples therapy or seen somebody else that can be a mediator?
No, not at all.
Really, the right thing to do is, yes, you should be able to talk to the people closest to you about whatever, but sometimes that's not going to be helpful to you. And she needs somebody to really help her to be able to deal with that, but also to deal with this relationship. And you guys need to take it seriously where you haven't been able to come to any type of agreement. Now we got to get some outside help. And I think that's useful for anybody's relationship.
Right.
Is there a way that you guys can have some time where you're not together always so that she can have, some time to think and be on her own? Because sometimes we do need that to figure out what do we need to do.
Well, the plan was for her to move to her mom's house.
Okay.
But she hasn't done that at all. She's been saying that for months and months. And it is making me feel some kind of way because I know it's probably somebody she has feelings for.
Yeah.
And it's just making me feel like a weak man because I'm still paying the bills in the house.
That's right. That's what it is. Listen, you got to go with your vibe. What your vibe is telling you, man. You feel like it's somebody there. It's a good chance that it is. It sounds like to me that she wants to be out of the relationship. You should give her what she's looking for. Throw the whole relationship away. Start new. You young. You got your whole life ahead of you.
But they do have a child together, and sometimes both parents try to make things work because of that.
She don't want it.
But if it doesn't look like it's going to happen, ideally, you want to stay together or no?
Yeah, I want to stay together because, like I said, it's been 5 years, and honestly, I'm willing to fight for my family.
All you can do is present options to solve and move forward together. And if she's not with it, then you do have to consider that this just may not be able to work. You present the options. Look, we need to get some outside help. You can ask her questions like, is there someone else? Are you trying to come up with excuses? Are you holding on to this because I just need to know? So I need to know how I need to move. And if she's not willing to do anything and she's stubborn and not taking any accountability, then you can't keep beating yourself up.
Right.
And you can still be a great dad, you know, and still have a great relationship. But the other thing is you don't want your daughter to grow up seeing this.
You're right.
All right. Well, good luck. You do sound like a good guy. So I know either way you'll come out of this better.
I appreciate y'all taking the time to talk to me.
All right, brother.
All right, take care. All right, well, that was Ask Yee. And in case you couldn't get through or you have a question, 800-292-5150 is the number. And when we come back, of course, you guys have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Yeah.
It's a Friday. What's going on this weekend? Are you getting honored somewhere?
Yes, I'm getting honored.
Okay.
Getting honored tomorrow in Brooklyn.
All right, good. Where's it going to be? In Best Eye?
It's going to be in a school somewhere. I'm not sure.
Can you get this information?
I never have no information. Right?
We need you to, when you get honored, know what's happening.
I'm gonna have that for you by the end of the day.
All right, well, I'll be at the New York City Wine and Food Festival on Sunday. It's a big 50th anniversary hip hop celebration with Ice-T, Rev Run, DJ Cassidy, Tamron Hall, Chef JJ Johnson. I'm excited for that. My coffee company, Coffee Uplifts People, will be there.
And where's that at?
That's going to be at the Intrepid, where the Intrepid is, all the way on the West Side Highway. It's from 4 to 7, I believe. But if you need more information, nycwff.org. And people can also get tickets if they want to come out. I love the New York City Wine and Food Festival. It's a really, really fun time. And if you're a foodie or, you just want to...
wine and food.
Yeah, it's the Wine and Food Festival. It's been going on forever, and it's actually an honor to be a part of it. So I'm excited to be able to host that really special event for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Also, we're definitely going to be checking out this Hoda Kotb interview with Jada Pinkett Smith. This is you're right. This is a 101 on how to promote a book.
How to promote a book.
All right, and also shout out to Billy Porter for joining us today and really being open and honest. He was very open about not being able to even pay for his house when this actors strike happened. And, I know it's been difficult for a lot of people, so we're just hoping everything does get resolved soon.
Right.
And you guys, of course, be safe over the weekend. You can call us at any time, 800-292-5150, and leave a message. But of course, you have the last word. Here we go.
I just want to tell a secret that I slept with 2 of my sister's boyfriends. And yes, I'm a boy.
Good morning. My name is Terkisa. I'm calling from Hampton, VA. I want to shine a light on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's October. I myself am a breast cancer survivor. Yeah, just want to shine a light on breast cancer awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, go get those pop-outs checked this month.
You tapped in and way up with Angela Yee.